Hello everyone, Tarsis here back with another Silverandblood video. This time we're doing a quick VASSAL review for Lorelei. First, a breakdown of her kit, recommended skill upgrades, team, and more. So without further ado, let's get started. As an overview, Lorelei is a Crescent Moon assassin from the Kingdom faction. She used light equipment and has a damage type of magic. Just a reminder, the values highlighted in red are the values that changes upon upgrading the skill, and what you will see on your screen are level 10 values. Starting off with her basic attack, Dark Melody. In her base form, she deals 90% magic damage to enemies in a rectangular area ahead, and applies 1 stack of Siren Song. And when she is in Siren form, swings her sight, dealing 525% magic damage to the target. So quick to note, the base form is a splash damage in a rectangular area, and in Siren form, it's a single target damage. Up next, we have her special, Sweetest Slumber. In base form, triggers when Lorelei applies sleep to enemies. She deals 450% magic damage to a random awake enemy, and applying 1 stack of Siren Song. In Siren form, this triggers when Lorelei switches her target. She teleports behind a random sleeping enemy and set them as the target, dealing 525% magic damage. If there are no sleeping enemies, then she will target the lowest HP percentage instead. For her ultimate, Shadow's Descent, this costs 4 blood souls. Lorelei transforms into her Siren form, releasing mist for 11 seconds, and sleeping enemies won't wake up during this time. She then teleports behind the selected target, inflicting sleep for 2 seconds and dealing 10,050 magic damage. For each enemy eliminated, increases the duration of her Siren form by 5 seconds. And when the duration ends, Lorelei returns to her base form and teleports back to her original position. Lastly, her talent, Soul Devourer. In Siren form, she deals 50% increased damage to sleeping enemies, ignoring 30% of their magic defense, and she is immune to sleep. Damage dealt during this time won't wake up sleeping units. For skill upgrade priority, it's special into ultimate into basic. As usual, for early game, just start off with 444, and then at end game, you go for 10 special, 7 ultimate, and 4 basic attack, as most of her damage comes from her special. And for a budget investment, you can go for 744. Next is the artifact recommendation. The best one to slot for her is Eye of Truth. So for skill 1, it deals 15% more basic attack damage, and once you upgrade it at level 5, you gain this skill 2, which provides 15% chance of gaining attack speed up minor for 10 seconds. Next, we have the blessing recommendations for tier 10 equipment. What we recommend are attack speed, crit rate, and blood soul recovery. Alternatively, you can go for magic damage bonus, all damage bonus, and crit damage. For example, team composition, what we have here is Starry-Eyed Iona, Friedrich, Dalcarlo, Lamia, and Lorelei. This is a sample PvP team, so you can swap Dalcarlo into another healer if you're using it for defense. You will initially start with Starry-Eyed Iona, Dalcarlo, and Lamia's card. You want Friedrich to absorb all the damage, while Starry-Eyed Iona consistently sustain him. Lorelei and Dalcarlo will provide debuffs, and Lamia will do her bounce attacks, and during Blood Moon, she will also provide lifesteal. Moving on, we have the pros and cons for Lorelei. For pros, we have her as a high DPS pusher per campaign. She also has 6 seconds of control. She has direct interruption with her ultimate, and her basic attack covers a wide area. For cons, being that she's a seasonal limited vassal, she is not made for bossing. Despite being an assassin, she is more used for her utility. And as a mid-range, sometimes she just goes to the front line and dies because she is squishy. How many copies do you need? As usual, 1 copy is enough, as she is used mainly for her utility rather than dealing damage herself. As for ratings, as mentioned earlier, with her utility, she's mainly used for pushing high defensive stages in campaign, although she is really lacking versus bosses. And for PvP, she is a good staller, especially when enemies are grouped together, making her basic attack hit most of the enemies. So for PvE, we rated her at Tier 1. And for PvP, we also rated her at tier 1. As a summary, Lorelei is a Crescent Moon assassin that revolves her kit in sleep, making her a great asset for high deficit pushing. Unfortunately, compared to the others, she is severely lax when fighting bosses, since most of them have some control immunity on their passives, making 80% of her kit unusable. Despite that, she shines well in some stages like in Chapter 14 and Chapter 15, as well as some compositions in PvP. Should you pull for her? Personally, no, unless you want her for collection, and since she's a seasonal limited, you have to wait for her rerun to get her. Because you wouldn't really see her in your roster if you're casually playing and not pushing campaign on 15 or 25% deficit. There are better units to slot on your main team if you're just casually playing. Also, keep in mind that her banner ends this reset by the time of this recording, and on the next reset, we will have Timeless Iona for the first Ancestral banner. That's all for this. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be uploading more of these quick reviews for each character in the future. Also, feel free to share your thoughts on Lorelei in the comments down below. For written guides, visit us in lootenwaifus.com or read what I made in the spreadsheet. Both are linked down below. So goodbye for now.